Gentlemen and ladies, the time has come for our annual scavenger hunt.
100 questions in 3 days.
Well, Kingsfield said there aren't any rules. And if there aren't any rules, then anything goes.
Your scavenger hunt is simply not appropriate to the nature, purpose, and natural decorum of a law school.
Will that be all, gentlemen? The study of law is something new and unfamiliar to most of you, unlike any other schooling that you have ever known before. First years are hard years, much more than we know. With good friends to love us, we'll fill every blow. Stay open to all things, unknown and new. And one day, we'll all say, hey, look, we've come through the first year. You teach yourselves the law, but I train your minds. You come in here with a skull full of mush, and if you survive, you leave thinking like a lawyer. Oh, come on, Nottingham, stop moaning, sneezing. This is it. 675, King's Bench, 432.
675, King's Bench, 343.
432, Nottingham. The year is 1575, and the text is in Latin.
Yes, 675, 343.
No, Nottingham. What's the matter with you, Nottingham? Are you cracking up? There are 3 simple digits. The citation is 432.
I'm sorry. These cobwebs, and it's so dark down here.
Yes, and damp. Now, we're almost done.
675, King's Bench, 432.
Better. Much better, Nottingham. Now, come along. Come on.
You promised to build me a house. Now, halfway through, you realize you're going to lose money on the contract. So you come to me and you say, you can't finish the house unless I give you an extra $10,000. I mean, that's blackmail. That's breach of contract. You are obligated to build that house for me.
Wrong, Hart, you're wrong. Completely wrong. I had a right to give up the contract and suffer the damages. When you agreed to pay me an extra $10,000, it is a new contract. Under your theory, there is no way to correct the contract that turns out badly for both the parties.
You just stop working and demand more money? What am I supposed to do? I'm left with a half-finished house. I mean, your theory is it's blackmail. It's against everything to do with contract law. It's crazy.
Who are you calling crazy? Have you even bothered to read the case book?
Gagarin, would you listen to reason?
I will when I hear it. You are the one that doesn't have an open mind.
Mr. Gagarin and Mr. Hart, will you please cease your histrionics and conserve your energy? I have something that will take all of it that remains. Gentlemen and ladies, the time has come for our annual scavenger hunt. It will acquaint you with many types of material that you may need to consult and that may prove useful in your future careers as lawyers. The hunt consists of a list of 100 questions to be answered within 3 days. In the past, I have confined the questions to those which can be answered by reference to the law school materials. This year, the answers to these questions can be found only by searching the entire length and breadth of the university. In real life, the law knows no bounds. The same is true of this year's scavenger hunt. One final comment. There are no rules to the scavenger hunt, no guidelines. You may choose to work together, pool your efforts, or you may not. This, too, is the way of the real world. My only role is to grade the results. Grade them severely, I might add. Any one of you who does not answer at least 75% of the questions correctly will receive an F. F for flunk.
Belle?
If you looked at this, what are we going to do about it? Oh, what am I going to do about my sister?
Send her home.
Send her home? What kind of talk is that? You know, you're going to be needing my help soon, and I need yours now.
But, Belle, think about her. There'll be no one to talk to, no one to show her around. The dorm is going to be like a ghost town. Ernie's will be empty. Every single student is going to be in the library.
Liz, she's already on her way here. She'll be here any minute. Oh, no.
Well, you're right. I guess we all have to stick together. It's just that Kingsfield blew me away with all this scavenger hunt. Belle, your sister can stay with me. You don't have time to go checking out hotels.
Oh, Liz, thanks a lot. It's wonderful. You're saving my life.
No rules. We're going into battle, and we need a war council. Okay, General? Anderson?
Yes, sir.
Where's Belle?
Oh, he's picking up his sister.
What?
He's just going to move her into my room and then meet us in the library.
But we need everybody's brain now, even Belle's.
Inappropriate time to allow a sibling to visit. Doesn't Belle realize that?
Well, Belle didn't know about the scavenger hunt, and neither did his sister.
Well, he knows about it now. Why couldn't she visit next week, next month?
Next year. You can bet that Belle's not the one to confront his sister with the hard and cold facts of law school life in Kingsfield.
No, but I will. She has to go.
Ford, we're all nervous about this assignment, but I don't think it's fair to take it out on Belle's sister.
Logan, it is for her own good. There are certain decisions which, as leader of this group, I must make. Now, I will explain to her very carefully that her brother's grades may well hinge on this week's work, as will ours. We're going into war, my friends. This is no time for non-combatants to be walking around. Belle's sister has to go. Now, everyone into the library and start working on these diabolical questions. I'll join you later as soon as I take care of Belle and the sister.
What is it?
The Dean and Professor Smathers would like a word with you, sir.
Never keep the Dean waiting, Mrs. Nottingham.
Charles?
Yes?
It's good of you to see us on such short notice. We know that you're...
We understand that you're planning to hold another one of your scavenger hunts this year.
Scavenger hunt is a tradition of this school and of my class. Many professors use it as a teaching tool.
Not the way you use it. Now, it is the consensus of the law faculty that you should not hold your scavenger hunt this year.
And you speak for the faculty, do you?
The students are in a tense, nervous mood. Reports from the law school psychiatrist and other teachers indicate that instability has reached a point where...
An unacceptable level. I see it in my own class. Now, your methods of teaching are simply not in a...
Charles, the fact that you turn your students loose with no guidance...
With no rules. Wild in the library like beasts. Books are lost. Other projects disrupted. Your scavenger hunt is simply not appropriate to the nature, purpose, and natural decorum of a law school.
Will that be all, gentlemen?
I want you to consider carefully what we've been saying. Please do not hold a scavenger hunt this year. Try to think of the good of the school.
It is my habit to do precisely that.
The administration of this law school does not want you to hold a scavenger hunt.
Nor does the faculty, Charles. That is their consensus.
Please, Charles, will you consider what we've been saying?
Good day, gentlemen.
Okay, Anderson. I'm ready to go to work. About time you got here, Bell. Come here. I think I got some. What do you got? Just come here. Take a look. Coming through. Come here. Hurry up. Coming through here. Iraqi railroad case, This is it. This is the key to question number 2. Right. It's right there. We can't see it. Nothing.
Well, maybe someone has it out.
Impossible. I checked.
Well, then where is it? How are we supposed to find the answer to number 5?
Yeah, I found it.
Great.
It was hidden.
What do you mean?
It was hidden back there. Somebody used it and then hid it so nobody else could find the answer to the questions.
Ford's right. It's turning into war.
Excuse me. My name is Franklin Ford. I'm the leader of your brother's study group, and there are a few things I'd like to make clear.
Yes?
Willis. Hey, what's going on around here? Willis, would you snap out of it? I want to talk to you.
I'm great at this scavenger hunt, sis. Better than any of them, even Hart. I answered 10 questions today. Kingsfield is finally going to know what a bell is made of.
Willis, you know, it's not exactly fun around here. Do you understand? You know, the only person that I've seen is that little Napoleon with the bow tie, and he told me I should go home.
Ford.
Yeah, well, I took care of him. Willis, hey, I'm supposed to be visiting you. You know, so let's visit. Let's do something.
I can't. I got the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, the scavenger hunt. You're mad, you know that? I mean, nobody lives like this. They don't spend all their time underground with a lot of books.
Hey, what you expect? You wanted to come here? This is what it's like. Don't blame me.
Number 1, I did not want to come here. I wanted to go to Europe. And number 2, this is all I could afford. You know, I have been stuck studying in Pemberton College in Pemberton, New York, population 300, and I thought I was going to come here and meet some interesting people. But I was wrong. I mean, you guys are just a bunch of robots, and you don't notice anything else but your law books. Willis!
I'll be back later. Look, why don't you go to an art museum or something? I don't know. Go sit down in some classes. Take a walk or something. We got some great pigeons around here. Why don't you feed them? Feed the pigeons.
He was told not to hold a scavenger hunt this year, but he's done it again. Now, who does he think he is?
Kingsfield.
Well, this time he's gone too far. No rules. His scavenger hunt disrupts this entire school for weeks. Other students will suffer. His own students, close to the breaking point, will become dangerously unbalanced. Now, I believe that the dean is going to have the spunk to stand up to him this time.
That's a shame. He was such a brilliant teacher.
No, the scavenger hunt is not teaching. It's just some sadomasochistic game he plays for his own amusement.
Anyone have any luck?
The book is gone. There's no way we're going to get the answer to number 28.
Somebody hid it. Gagarian was working on 28. That's one more answer for his group and one less for ours.
Well, Kingsfield said there aren't any rules. If there aren't any rules, then anything goes. You hide a book, the other people flunk out, you beat them. Too bad.
You know, some of these questions can only be answered by using the other university libraries. I suggest we get over there.
Good idea.
Don't worry about anything. I answered 8 more questions.
Oh, Belle, that's great.
I'm good at this. I may not talk as well as Hart in class, but I'm a bulldog when it comes to the scavenger hunt.
All right, everybody, let's get back to work. I'm going to take these back to the dorm.
Hey, come on, Bulldog.
I'm still here, Mr. Ford.
See that?
Want some help with your books?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, come on, you're going to drop them.
I can handle it, thank you.
Listen, I'm going to the dorm, too. See, now you don't look like a bookcase anymore. Where do you want these?
On the bed. Hey, watch it. Don't lose the order. There are answers in those books.
Sorry. What's this?
My criminal law outline.
What's a criminal law outline?
Please don't touch it. It's very important. Very.
What, this pile of papers?
Please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here's one criminal law outline, one pack of papers back in its own special little place. Sorry. Oh, that's impressive. I know what these are. Class notes. My goodness, aren't you diligent? Fill out every page. And no doodling.
Are you going to let me work?
Maybe.
So you're not going to let me work?
I'm bugging you, aren't I?
You know damn well you are.
I know I'm bugging you. But you deserve it, don't you?
What did I do to you?
Oh, you're going to be in the way, Miss Bell. You're going to disrupt your brother's work, Miss Bell. You're going to cause chaos, Miss Bell. Go home, Miss Bell.
All right. I deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Now, can I do some work?
Yeah, now you can go to work.
Here it is. And in war, it's every man for himself. Bill, are you suggesting we ought to start hiding books, too? Hey, what I'm suggesting is that we ought to make sure that we have the answer to some questions that nobody can find but us. Everybody's doing it.
Your mind is tortured, Bell, but he's down to earth.
The answer to 53.
In this book? Dodler's Treatise on Timber's Code. Okay.
What's next?
Listen, have you guys seen Dodler's Treatise on Timber's Codes? Because it's not here on the shelf and it's not signed out. You know, you got it. You must have it.
Hey, calm down, Gagarian. Anyone could have taken it.
Now, look, my study group needs that book.
Well, I'm sure you'll find it. If you look hard enough.
Yeah, take a look right down there, huh?
You rats.
Hart, are you crazy? Looking for the answer to a legal question in a medical library?
Liz, Kingsfield's been trying to tell us that the law is everywhere. Now, I'm telling you, the answer to question 75 is in here. Excuse me. We're looking for a periodical called the Malpractice Doctor's Letter.
You law students, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you doing that scavenger hunt for Professor Kingsfield?
Exactly.
Out.
What?
Law students are banned here. This is a nice, quiet medical library. You know, it's not a battleground.
Yes, but we have to answer these questions. Now you have a book that we need.
I have already asked you to leave once. Please go.
But if you just let us use the index...
I've asked you to go. No. Good morning, Doctor.
jacket, but where to get the stethoscope? The boy is very creative.
I got it.
Bill, you really are a bulldog.
Ford.
Don't do that.
What?
Sneak up on me.
Take a break.
No.
Oh, come on, please. Just a small 5-minute break. Please, I have something I found I want to show you.
Lisa, I'd love to, but I can't.
Well, then I'm just going to have to bother my brother, the one who's so good at finding all these answers for your study group.
10 minutes.
Great.
Isn't it terrific?
It sure is.
We didn't even know it was here.
Well, we spend all our time going down into the library. We never think about coming up here.
You know, Ford, your mind is just like a groundhog. I mean, you spend all of your time down in the dark passages. But you're even worse. You know, even groundhogs come up for the spring.
You're right. It's just fantastic. You can see everything, the whole school. Like a new world.
It's helpful sometimes to look at things from a different perspective, isn't it?
Charles.
Yes?
Now there are complaints from the law school librarian. Our stacks are being depleted. Books are being taken out of the building without being signed out.
The books will be returned.
It isn't only our library. I could cover for you there. This year, your students are wreaking havoc in the libraries of all the departments of the university. The divinity school, the medical school. There's never been a scavenger hunt like this before.
I told you, this year's students are a very enterprising lot.
Enterprising?
Yes, they've shown remarkable initiative, drive, and imagination.
And what do you intend to do to curb it?
Nothing. I cannot change their character, and I'm the one who gave them the assignment.
Charles, what is the point of all this?
Things will return to their normal order.
How can you get order out of chaos? What is the point of this scavenger hunt of yours? This time, Charles, I'm holding you responsible, personally responsible, to the university as a whole.
You still think the scavenger hunt has no purpose? No educational value?
Everyone is saying that you've gone too far.
I invite you and Professor Smathers to my Friday class in contract law. It may allay your doubts.
For your sake, Charles, I hope it does. Several professors, including Smathers, are pressing for your removal as head of the Academic Curricular Committee.
All right, how are we doing? How many questions you got?
5 today.
4 more.
Bill?
I got 20.
All right, Bulldog. I just want to say you have truly surprised me. You deserve the applause of the entire group.
I am impressed, Ben.
You know, it still isn't enough. I mean, even with Belle's work, we've only answered 40 questions. And they get harder and harder because other study groups have either hidden or lost or stolen the reference materials that we need. You know, right now, it looks like there is a good chance we may not pass. And there's only one day left.
Oh, we haven't heard from Mr. Ford yet. How many questions you get?
Huh? Ford, how many questions have you answered? 3. 3, that's it?
Ford, you know how hard we've all been working.
I have 2.
All right, share it with us then.
Hey, calm down, everybody.
Calm down. That kind of attitude means an F for everybody in the study group.
Belle, Bulldog suits you to a T. You're all caught up in this paper chase, oblivious of everything going on around you. For instance, your sister's here visiting you, and what do? You ignore her. You are the pits.
Ford, on question 40. What's going on? Why aren't you working?
I am. I'm just taking a little break.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a long break. Ford, what's the matter with you? You've got to get it together.
I'm doing my work.
Now, you know that assignment is due tomorrow. Do you expect to use our work and not contribute enough of your own? We work as a team. This is law school, not college.
Ford.
As I said, it's not college, and it certainly isn't daycare.
I've been finding it very difficult to concentrate today, Miss Belle.
I'm glad.
And so is part of me. But there's another part, a voice deep down that keeps telling me, Ford, you're not working hard enough.
Well, you know, if we have to talk, I'd rather hear the first voice.
You won't believe it. The answer to question 99 is in this book. In this book.
But I thought we were going to pass on question number 99 because it was too difficult.
Not for me.
Not for the old bulldog.
Hey, this book is over 200 years old. I stole it from the treasure room. Had to pretend I was an exterminator.
Belle, you amaze me. That's a brilliant move.
It was an extremely brilliant move. Hey, where's Lisa?
I have no idea. I mean, I know I'm running a hotel around here, but I didn't think I was running a guard service. Look, though, I've got to go to the library. We really don't have much time left.
Hey, well, I mean, did you see her in the dorm?
Belle, she's your responsibility. She's your sister, not mine. Now, I don't want to discuss your sister and Well, look, more important than that, I just don't want to become involved in a family argument, okay?
What do you mean by that?
I just mean I'm going to the library, and if you want to find your sister, conduct your own scavenger hunt.
Ford, open up.
Lisa, it's your brother.
My brother?
Just go over there.
Come on, Ford, open up.
What is it, Bill?
Have you seen my sister?
I'm not your sister's keeper.
Come on, Ford, I've been looking all over for her. I spent enough time away from the work already.
I haven't seen her.
Well, where could she be?
Oh, she's a big girl. She probably went to a movie or something. We're all pretty boring, you know.
I know, but you think she would have said something.
I'm sure she's all right, Willis. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess so. How you doing on the questions?
Oh, hanging in.
I'll see you later.
Come on, Liz.
No, it's useless. I'm never going to find the book. Forget it. And we're never going to find the answer either. Some other study group has hidden it.
Hey, come on.
No.
You're right. I can't finish it. We can't pass.
And it's all Kingsfield's fault. An assignment without any rules. Dog eat dog. Damn it. We have a good study group, Hart, maybe the best. And we're all going to flunk. The whole class is going to flunk. We're just like rats running through a maze, and there's no cheese at the end of it, and he knows it.
So what you're telling me is that Kingsfield gave us an assignment knowing that we were all going to flunk?
What I'm saying is that he's mean. Your idol is just a mean old man who enjoys watching other people suffer.
There's got to be a reason.
No, there isn't. It's just plain old meanness.
Turning us loose to fight each other. Knowing that we'd fight. And knowing that if we did, we'd all flunk. Turning us loose to, without any rules. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm onto something.
Where are you going? Are you going to finish this hunt when you know we're down the tubes?
Thanks for coming, Gagarian.
Come to the point, Hart.
There's a way to pass this assignment.
Sure. We'll sneak into Kingsfield's classroom. We'll steal all the answers.
Now, listen. If we pool all our resources, if we share our answers, if we exchange the books we've hidden... What? Our study group has answered maybe 40 questions. Yours has answered, I don't know, maybe 40 more?
25.
Okay, we share. Don't you see? We share the answers. And the books. And maybe we share with a couple of other study groups. Then we all pass.
You want everyone to pass? What good is a grade of A if nobody gets an F?
Everybody getting A's is better than everybody getting F's, Gagarian, and you know it.
Look, Hart. I don't trust you. How do I know that you have 40 answers? How do I know that you even answered the questions right?
Gagarian? Talking about making trades, about contracts.
We're talking about contract law. Look, you and I will make a contract. Well, one that satisfies every contingency.
You know, your study group might have answered more questions, but we answered tougher questions. We'll trade you 2 of your questions for 1 of ours.
Now, what if your so-called tough questions are ones that we've already answered?
Well, in that contingency, I guess we owe you something.
Like 2 questions?
How do we deal with the problem of mediation?
Are you guys going to argue all night?
Ernie, it takes a long time to make a contract. What are you talking about mediation?
What if we disagree on the submitted performance of any part of the contract?
Pringle versus Cooperstown.
A mediation panel.
Right. 2 members from my team, 2 members from yours.
No, hey, it can't be an even number. Otherwise, there'll never be a resolution.
Okay, Ernie, to break the tie vote?
Done. Ooh, put it in the contract.
Thank God you're finished. The beers are on me.
Oh, this actually looks fair, Hart.
Listen, it's not good contract law to drive the hardest bargain you can. We've created a contract that works, and one that doesn't take advantage of either of us.
Okay, I'm ready to sign on behalf of my study group.
Okay, just a second.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Ernie.
Oh, here's to you, Hart.
Here's to you, sir.
Hey, how's it going, Val?
I found 1 more answer, 1 Ford should have found.
Oh, I'm proud of you, Bulldog. Your scavenger work's been wonderful. In fact, you know, everybody's tried hard, except our great leader. He spends all his time messing around with your sister.
What?
Oh, didn't you know?
No, what?
I thought everybody knew.
Everybody. What are you talking about?
Come on, Bill. I mean, you can't be making out in the dorm and try to keep it quiet. Quite a little girl, that sister of yours. Only here 3 days.
I'll kill him.
Yeah, quite a little number.
My sister? My little innocent sister?
Innocent? I think not, Belle.
I gotta get her home. I gotta get her out of here.
Okay. Now, Belle, on question 98, I got a small quibble with you here. You know, if we consult the relevant Islamic authorities, I think we'll clear it right.
Lisa, what's the matter? What's the problem?
Oh, it's my brother. He's making things very unpleasant. I'm going back to school.
Do you have to? Don't you have any other options?
Well, options? You're the lawyer. I mean, at least you're trying to be. I mean, you're supposed to be able to think things out thoroughly and logically, so you tell me, what's the option?
For you.
For us. I mean, law isn't everything. I mean, where is it ordained that you have to study law this year or next year? Ford, you can be irrational. You can be undependable. You can be crazy, Ford.
Crazy?
You know, I've always wanted to go to Europe, to see Paris. It'd be wonderful to run away with somebody.
To Paris?
Or Rome or London or anywhere you want. Just anywhere that would be new and exciting. It'd be an adventure, Ford.
Can't just run away.
If we love each other, we can do whatever we want.
But I can't just run away. Don't you see how much I've invested in this law school, how much it means to me?
You're scared, Ford.
Maybe I am. But I know who I am and what I want. Now, I think we should think about this, maybe write to each other. Everything's happened so fast.
Write to each other.
Lisa.
Okay, I'll write to you if that's what you want. And you can file them away with the rest of your class notes.
Well, when does Hart get here?
He should be here any minute.
Hey, don't bother to sit down, Ford.
Hope you had an enjoyable few days with the little sister.
Shut up, Anderson. You lied to me, Ford. You snuck behind my back pretending to be working when all the time...
Bill, you don't understand.
I don't want to hear about it, Ford. Now get out.
Is that the general consensus? Logan?
I don't know. But you did let us down, Ford.
Anderson?
Well, you haven't carried your weight, have you, old boy?
You know, the only thing that makes me feel better is that you won't have our answers.
There am I.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to be there when Kingsfield puts a big rosy F next to your name, Ford. Five lousy answers.
I got them. Signed contracts. I negotiated with 7 different study groups, and they're good, solid contracts. I felt like a real lawyer negotiating for those.
Okay, great. What's the result?
We've got 93 questions to the scavenger hunt.
All right. Hey, I'll zero out the questions for all of us.
You can take this.
Gentlemen and ladies, I trust that you have found the scavenger hunt valuable, if not completely enjoyable. I also trust that some of you have answers to hand in. Will you please contain yourselves? You will have the opportunity to hand in your answers in due course. Now, you may have noticed that 2 distinguished visitors have joined us. They wish to learn what, if anything, you have gained from the scavenger hunt. Do not be fooled by age. It does not necessarily bring wisdom. Our 2 distinguished colleagues do not understand the purpose of the scavenger hunt. I'm sure that one of you will be able to enlighten them. Mr. Bell.
Sir, I'd like to say that the hunt was very exciting. I mean, searching out all those old books, finding ways to get them.
Yes, Mr. Bell, but the purpose.
Sir? Oh, of course, to find the books, to get the answers.
No, Mr. Bell. Unfortunately, you are wrong. Mr. Gagarian?
I'd just like to say one thing. Everybody knows what a tough grader you are and how you hate to give A's. Well, this time I think you made a mistake. I mean, this time I think almost everyone in the class is going to get an A. This time...
Mr. Gagarian, you please sit down. Comment on my personal likes and dislikes is not welcome in this class. Now, is there no one who can explain the purpose of this scavenger hunt? Mr. Hart.
Sir, you gave an assignment with no rules. You must have known that all of us would fight for the books, lie, cheat if we had to.
The point, Mr. Hart, the point.
And you gave us an assignment that no one person or even one study group could possibly do on their own. One that the entire class would have flunked unless...
Unless what, Mr. Hart?
Unless we found a way to work together. To share the material, to exchange the answers, to...
To what, Mr. Hart?
To make contracts with one another. I think that beyond debate and reading about contracts, you wanted us to make contracts.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Hart. The law of contracts does not reside in the flimsy pages of books.
It grows naturally out of the interactions of people as they try to do tasks which no single person alone could accomplish. Contract law describes the human condition. You wished to pass, you wished to find the answers, you could not do so alone. Therefore, you developed rules, and ultimately you developed contracts. Just as years ago, at the dawn of civilization, mankind realized that it had to cooperate, and to regulate that cooperation, it developed rules of contract. The purpose of this assignment was to show you that contract law surrounds you in every facet of your daily lives. The purpose of this assignment was to lift your eyes from the printed page to the natural order of life. I'm glad that some of you seem to have learned that lesson. You may now hand in your answers.
Listen, you guys, I think Ford should get the answers, too.
I don't. He didn't do enough work.
Well, I've thought about it, and Ford's a member of our group. If any of us have the answers, he deserves them as well.
Hey, I don't care what you say. He didn't do enough work.
Bill, don't you understand? The whole purpose of this assignment is to learn that we can't make it alone. We have to honor the relationships we make with each other. Now, we're a group, and we make it through this law school by relying on one another.
Well, Billy's right, you know.
Okay, you made your point. Here you go, Ford.
First years are hard years, much more than we know. With good friends to love us, we'll build every road. Stay open to all things, and one day we'll all say, hey, look, we've come through the first year.